Hello, and welcome along to the old stream farm, where you might notice we have no money. The reason for that is I did in fact buy the tractor that I wanted to, and that took all of our money. Also had to sell a few bits and pieces, nothing overly dramatic. I did have to sell the class because the frame rate wouldn't go above 15 anywhere near it, so it's gone as is all of the extra bits. Why is this sat here? This was way back there. I can't actually remember everything I sold. Clearly nothing important. But we have a hired worker working in this field here, planting oats, which might seem strange because oats are not worth a great deal, but there is a very good reason for us planting oats, and this field, it needs cultivated, and well, there's only the one tractor that's currently here, so I'm gonna nip off, grab the other tractor and bring it back to the farm and show you what it is, because nobody wants to see another shop reveal at the shop. I'll be back in just a second. And there it is, guys. It's the RENAULT Atlas 925RZ. A tractor that has 226 horsepower. There we go. Not the quickest thing in the world, but it is powerful. And it's quite an upgrade from the Fendt. Just the fact that it can lift the cultivator without needing a front weight, that says it all. I think it's a good choice. This is another mod from, I believe, Mod Hub US. There are quite a few at the same time. I'm not going to start over here actually because I've got a fencing and the fence is a bit close. Now, I'm not too worried about the money. We've got 4 greenhouses and a solar panel. We're going to be fine for money. But it's also worth pointing out that we now currently don't have any front loader equipment whatsoever. We don't have a front loader tractor or anything that we have replaced it with yet. Now we are going to replace it with a skid steer loader and maybe a few other things. There's a couple of other pieces of equipment we need to lease this week, as well as a couple of other bits of equipment I'd like to buy. Nothing overly expensive to buy though, so we should start to see the money head in a very healthy direction. This tractor was quite expensive, £130,000 it is. But given the amount of horsepower it's got, that's pretty cheap. And it's been a long time since I've used a Renault on any of my Let's Plays actually. Now, for the money I got this tractor for, I could have got a massive tractor with 450-ish horsepower. But it just wouldn't have fit in particularly well. We may get it in the future when it's more suited to the farm, but just now it would just seem odd having such a big tractor. But this one's a nice step. Good powering, not an overly big machine either. It is bigger than the Dukes, but it doesn't completely dwarf it. In the distance, I don't know if you can really see from here, but the corn has actually started to grow, which would lead me to believe that the sugar beets aren't far behind. Now, sugar beets do need fertilised, but I don't have a tractor with row crop tyres at the moment. And the Dutz is going to be busy for quite a while with seeding. So once they finish that field, I need them in this field, planting another crop, and then all of our fields will be seeded. Which, it's been a little while since we've harvested, so that's a good thing. But the oats is an important one. I need them sooner rather than later. I don't know if I have any in the sire left. I don't think I do, but I am going to need them. So the oats are not going to be sold. Not that it's really worth anything anyway. As for the crop we put in this field, I have no idea yet, to be honest. I've not really thought about it. Just having something in the field would be a good thing though. But I'm gonna crack on with this. Might put it on a time lapse, not 100% sure yet. But anyway, I'm gonna crack on with this and I'll see you guys when it's done. Okay guys, that didn't take long at all actually. It's nice having a machine with decent power. It didn't slow down really any at all that I noticed. I wasn't watching the speed or anything, but it felt like it managed that really easily. And now it's got a bit of mud on it as well, which is a good thing. So we got a payment in from our solar panel. And navigate around all these chickens, not crash into the fence. What we need to do now is refill the water in all of these because there isn't any. And well, this is a big part of our income. I need to replace this water tank with something a bit better. It only holds this. It holds the same as the as each greenhouse, so you can refill it 4 times. And it's a little bit awkward, these greenhouses. I think they need more manure as well. We'll do that just now. They do seem to use quite a bit of manure. Thinking about it, I think the sheep also need a bit of water. I do need to finish this area as well. We've still got a big patch here with nothing in it. We'll get that sorted after we get the machines we want there, so probably won't even do this week. Because I do need to get a skid steer and other things. Having these running is a main source of income just now. For the time being anyway, that is very soon to change actually. Let me just check the animals. Yeah, the sheep need water. Chickens are fine. Cows. Okay, so I just need some water for the sheep. Which is another nice and easy one. Because they have a pond. I don't know why they need water if they have a pond. We don't clean out, but we don't have a front water, so not much I can really do about that just now. Just drive past that sheep. See if we can get this to work. It wasn't working before, but hopefully it will. Yeah, it's just for some reason it's just not keen. Oh, we'll come back to it with a better trailer. That's not fun. They've got enough water that should last them a day or so. Ignoring the fact that they have a pond. What we need to do is we need to put narrow tyres on this machine because I need to use it to fertilise. And I don't want too much crop destruction in the fields. Also reminds me, I need to get the fence going. And see, I'll be back in just a second, guys. Oh yeah, that's got the worker back on the road, but there, yeah. I'll have to fix that later. It's the issue of having white tyres on a cedar. For some reason the plant growth is really fast on this map, even though it's set to normal. Right, we need that one. £1,000, my god. That looks kind of weird actually. Can't say I'm a fan of that one. A full 9 miles an hour in reverse. Now, for the cornfield we've got half of it to fertilise. We've got half of the cornfield to fertilise, and I think we've got all of field 20, yeah. All of field 20 needs fertilised, and only field 7 effectively needs fertilised for the cornfield. So we'll use our trusty fertiliser spreader for this one. Not going to mess around with the muck spreader. Not letting this drop in there. I believe this to be fertiliser. It certainly is. So I'll cut most of this out, but, well, most of the spreader out. But I don't know if we even have enough. Let's look at it. I also think they have interactive control. Open crane tool, I don't know what that is. Don't know what's happening there. No windows or anything's open, so I don't know. It's got something. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. I don't know, maybe it's a bit of the back. We shouldn't get any crop destruction here. Nice tall corn. Like I said, we only need to do what is effectively what used to be field 7, which is about halfway along here. And I'm not really looking for it to be 100% perfect. It'd be nice, but it's not overly important. But I'll get on with this and I'll see you when I've done this field. That's all this done. I don't actually think I missed much either. So that's looking good. This field will need done. Field 20 is the important one though. It's a... oh, that's quite cool. Field 20 is our sugar beet field. So we need to go and see how it's coming along anyway. That's a bump. We need to see how it's coming along anyway and give it its other fertilizing stage because it's not a big field to be honest. So there's our hired worker getting on. Yeah, they're still moving, so that's really all that matters. A bit of an update on the Satex steering wheel. It's not here yet. It's actually not meant to be here until for another 3 days actually. But I did check the parcel tracking, and it's already at my local parcel depot. So with a little bit of luck, it will be here tomorrow, and therefore can be used for next week's videos. This looks almost grown actually. I missed a bit when seeding. That actually is quite annoying. I'm not sure if that's making a difference. It is. Cool. Yeah, so we're back up to £4,000, which is kind of silly to be honest, but we need to make money somehow, and we're not doing particularly great about crop rotation, so placeables is a way of making it a bit more laid back for that. Helper J has completed their task. I will be the judge of that. When I finish this, of course. For all the time in the world that this is going to take. I like that top-down view when I'm spreading, or, well, mainly spreading, not so much when spraying because you can see the boom. But when you're spreading this, it's good for the top-down view because you can see where you've been. The slightly darker area on the field is fertilised and the lighter area isn't, for anyone who didn't know that already. That should be full coverage. Yes, didn't even miss any. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I can get out before that car. I am also going to pull over. Yeah, they're not finished. Hired worker kind of sucks. It would be good if I had it turned on, of course. Right, let's see if they can get on with that. We do still have 65% of the fertilizer left as well. Which makes me wonder. I'm gonna spread fertilizer in our grass field. And I'll not do that one on camera though. But nice to get a self-propelled spreader or something in the future. But we'll have to wait on that one. Money's a little bit shy just now, so I'll get on with this field and I'll see you when we're finished. Okay guys, I ended up having to take over from the hard worker because he was just being useless. But that's that field fertilised up there, the grass field's been fertilised. Our oats are planted and we only have one more field left to do. I did make a mistake when I was seeding and forgot that this is actually a field. And so I'll just quickly turn around between the trees and plant a little bit of oats in the field. But I've come back over it with grass seed, so this should grow back in and hopefully not be noticeable with any luck. There's a couple of missed bits here and there because the wheels on the seeder have crop destruction, which is a bit unfortunate. But we're up to just shy of £9,000, but I'm going to leave it here for today guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can hit that subscribe button. And you can also hit the bell icon for you to be notified whenever I post a new video, which is currently daily. And a little bit of news about live streaming just now as well actually. I will get back to live streaming within the next 2 weeks. Not exactly sure what day, but maybe even by the time this goes out I'll have live streamed. But hopefully by that point I should have maybe done 1 or 2, but I'll keep you updated when I have a better live streaming schedule. But there's other announcements to make, but they will come in the coming days. But thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye now.